Hey, good afternoon, everybody. Will, WC Review. Hope you're all doing good and enjoying the latter part of your Sunday. I just wanted to come out and talk about this knife a little bit. I have fallen in love with these Chaves knives. I realize that they're flooding the market, and I have no problem with that. This Ultramar series of the Chaves knives. I called it a Goldilocks knife in my last review slash opinion, and it just is. They are not too big, they're not too small. There's a lot of knife in these things, and they are a perfect example of less is more. So I think you've all seen the box, but I just wanted to put it back in the box. You do get the extra clip, which I think is cool. I'm a fan of the skull clip, but if you aren't, they give you an option, which I think is pretty cool. So let's get right down to it. Now I have the drop point, and this is the Tanto. Look at this thing. Look at that. Oh my God. Just a beautiful, beautiful compound grind. Hollow ground here, flat grind on the tip with the swedge across the top of the spine. Titanium scales. I think it's a 0.15. In fact, I know it's a 0.15, 0.157 blade thickness, M390 steel. You can see it right there, but take my word for it, it's the M390. The blade, just for a couple of specs, the blade is 3.625. The cutting edge is 3.5. Closed, it's 4.6. Overall, it's 8.25, and that's right on the money. I've checked it out. But this is kind of a different Tanto. This isn't like a squared off Tanto. The way this Tanto rolls like that, it just kind of rolls into the Tanto, and I just love it. It doesn't look like a very big knife, and it kind of isn't, but it kind of is. It's all you need. This is like a perfect EDC. Perfect, at least for me. What's the weight on this? 6.5 ounces. That to me is perfect. The tolerances are real tight too. Look at that. The cut line on the frame lock. Just really, really nice. Again, simplicity at its finest. I call this less is more. There's not style. Like I just reviewed my Todd bag. That had, it's very ornate. It had milling and stuff all over it. Like it was like an Italian living room. It just had stuff everywhere. This is just very simple. And listen to the action. Can you hear that? Now, forgive my camera shake. I'm terrible. But here is the drop point, okay? Again, just it's got a different action. Here, again, this is the I went on a riot spree. So here's the other. Listen to the difference. You hear that? Now this is a snappy knife. This is the K4, which I love. Just got that too. But if you can hear the difference, listen. It's kind of like a muted roll where this is. It's kind of a high pitch. If you know what I'm talking about, you'll understand. But the action on these Chaves knives is just a pleasure. It's just a pleasure. I love it. It's probably my favorite new knife. It's not my favorite overall. Everyone knows what my favorite overall is. It's the Jake Holback Husky. I've got 2 of them, and now I can happily say I've got 2 of these. I've got one more to add to my collection, and that's the Sangre. I want the 229 Sangre. It's got the Warncliffe blade on it. These are just bad mama jamas. Oh, by the way, this is the blue Anno, and this is the standard gray edition. In certain lights, you really can't tell the difference. And if you look now, the difference is very subtle, other than the blades, obviously. I meant the color of the scales. But again, just like a Cadillac door. My half-breed has a similar lockup when it opens. And to me, it just says quality. It's really, really very tightly made. The tolerances are great. You barely got to flick it. I mean, I'm just using the thumb stud flick. I'm not good at Spidey flicking, never was, probably never will be. And this is the other Riot. Also a very tight knife, the K4. And I'll review that separately. But this is about the Chaves. Just awesome knives. I think they come in around $375. I think everyone. I don't really like to talk price that much, but it's worth every penny, man. Every penny. I want another one, but I will say this: my next Grail knife is a Direware. If anyone has a Direware S90 or a Hyper 90, please let me know. I'm interested and I'm ready to rock and roll on it. So, but anyway, that's between us. Chaves, Ultramar, 229 Redencion. I don't know if I mentioned that until just now. It's the Redencion 229 by Chaves. Same knife, different blades. This is the hollow point. Hollow point. What am I? This is the drop point. Excuse me. Okay. And now I want you to see the Tanto point. Someone I was watching said the word, "This is more stabbier," and I think that's a great analogy. It is. It's just more stabbier. It's got a more aggressive point. It's almost the same blade. It's just more aggressive. I can't say enough good about this. I'm so thrilled. I love both of these knives. I flick them all day. My wife yells at me. Love, love, love it. Chaves 229 Redencion Ultramar, which is the collab with Riot. I don't think I would spend the money that it costs for a Chaves custom because this is good enough for me. I'm not saying that they're not worth it. I just don't need that. This is good enough for me. This is a knife that I will use too. They're just perfect. I'd be proud to EDC this. I have carried it. It feels great in the pocket, feels great in the hand. I have pretty big hands, and it fills the hand really good. There's zero blade play. Just a great knife. Just really thrilled. I love looking at it. It's just a sexy looking knife. It's everything you could want in an EDC. I can't say enough good about it. I know I'm probably repeating myself at this point, but good stuff. So check out the Chaves 229 Redencion Ultramar series. You definitely won't be disappointed. If anyone has any questions, hit me up. Thanks. Bye-bye.